Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For newcomers, welcome back to this channel. So I was almost tricked in buying a commercial property that I would have made a lot of losses from it, and that I would not have been able to meet up with the expectation of the commercial properties. So what happened? I saw these commercial properties and it's everywhere now is going on. So don't fall a victim, as I almost fell a victim. If not for my very good realtor who had to do his due diligence and to make sure he knows every fine print that I was going to be signing for. So I just went to the office and I was almost going to drop my initial deposit for this property. Then I discovered something. If you want to know what I discovered, just listen to this video to the end so you don't fall a victim, okay? So what happened was there's so many commercial properties out there. For me, I have this sweet, mind and a sweet instinct for just investment. I had other investment properties as well. So then I saw this and I wanted to go into it. So it was the amount they were selling these properties for, like multi-duplexes. So in my case, it was like six duplexes, 6 apartments that was going on sale for $1.7 million, Canadian dollars here. So having these were like 2-3 bedrooms apartments each, 6 duplexes. So it was going out for that amount, and I'm like, wow. With the rent these days, for sure I'll be able to meet up with the mortgage and everything. So I decided to get a realtor to find out and to see if I can sign up to buy one of those commercial properties. So we did everything, and they said, yeah, you can give out your or send your deposit for the property, and we were okay in buying this property. So then I discovered, doing the calculations. So we discovered, yeah, for sure we'll be able to make profits from that $1.5 million dollar commercial property price that it was going for. And again, plus the high rent that is going on now. So I felt, what, I'll be able to meet up with all the expenses. So we're just almost, paying this real estate, company, this giving them our initial deposit, and so we can continue on, and we can go to the bank and do the other stuff. I figured out, I said, you know what, with the new government guidelines that's going on, so I decided to ask my realtor to ask those guys if we can get that property vacant on closing, because the multi-duplex still has people living in that, apartment, in that property. And so we sent a message to the realtor to find out if we can get the property vacant on closing. So only to get a response that no, we can't send out those people who already rented those multi-duplexes. The only thing we can do is we just have to stay. You just have to stay, do things according to the government, guidelines. Wow. So then we pushed forward to find out how much those duplexes were, those apartments cost, rent, how much rent those people are currently paying in the apartments. So what we discovered was that those people in the apartments were already paying they were paying their rental amount there was much more, very low than the market rent, than what the market rent is, going out there. So the fact is, we cannot kick out those people in the multi-duplex apartment to rent it out, to give it out to other people for the market rent, because of the government guidelines. So then in that case, what's going to happen? So I'm going to run at a loss. I'm not going to be able to meet up to that property and property mortgage, and I'm going to be paying on top of what I'm getting from the apartment. I'm going to be adding more money to pay my mortgage. So I'm like, wow, if I didn't know all this, so it means I would have, even get myself involved in all, in buying this property, and at the end of the day, I will not run at a loss, and I will not be able to meet up to my mortgage. And guess what? I will just be in so much debt, and everything will just go wrong because the tenants already in that property, you cannot kick them out. You still have to go according to the government guidelines. You cannot increase the rents more than what they were paying before. The highest it can go is just the 1.5% or so every yearly that you can go. You can increase those rent. And according to the government, the rental guidelines here, you cannot just, ask people to move or ask people to go away from the property. So then what happens? I have to deny that purchase. And I said, you know what? It's not gonna, it's not worth it. It's not worth putting my money into. And that's why I'm here. I'm making this video so other people can be aware too. So because there's people, the reason why this people probably brought out this property to be sold at a much lower cost is because they are not making up to, due to the interest rate in the market right now 7%, they're not able to make up to the amount they are being charged by the bank. Their mortgages are higher. They can't pay their mortgage anymore, so they just have to give out this property for people who, people like me and people, who are vulnerable, who will be able to buy this property. But you know what? Just be careful before you sign up anything, to purchase any of these multi-duplexes. Any rental apartments, just be careful when you're buying them, okay? All right, thank you. I'll see you in my other videos. Bye.